Hey guys. Okay, we're here at the property and it's kind of begun. If you've watched the video prior to this of getting to this point, you've seen the struggles we've had to go through to get here. And it's been crazy. There's my husband over there. And today we're gonna put up the silt fence because they just dug the footers. This is for the cabin rental. It's down on the bottom of the property, and up top behind me, up there, is where the house is gonna be. And we're having troubles getting concrete trucks up because the driveways, it's been raining so much here in West North Carolina. It's just been crazy with the rain. And the last time we tried to get the concrete truck up to the top, they couldn't make it. So we had to waste that whole load. And where we live, there's only one company that's serving concrete. And so we're at their mercy, and when they're available, of course, and if they can't get up here, if it's been raining, the days they can come, they can't make it up. And so we are considering buying 400 bags of concrete for the shed that's going to go up there where we could put all our equipment and tools in, and then do the same thing for our house pad. And the one on the bottom here that they just dug yesterday, I'm sure they'll be able to get here because it's the bottom is the driveway down there coming up. So if they even have to just park there, they could just pump it up in here. So that'll work. So we'll see. We're new at this. We're learning. It's very different in the mountains when you're building. There's a lot of things you have to consider. We've already gone way over budget just putting the roads in, just trying to get the roads to where the trucks can make it up and drive. Our whole plan initially was to do have a contractor and do a lot of the stuff ourselves that we can do, but it's turning out where we're gonna still have a contractor help us out, but we're probably gonna have to do a lot more of the work ourselves, which we're not young chickens, so it's gonna be kind of difficult, but we'll figure it out as we go. One thing I've learned is you can't rush this. This is a process. This is a daily process, and you have to be able to bend with the changes. Building in the mountains is not easy. It's going to be so worth it, though. It's so beautiful. It's just gorgeous here. Let me show you a little clip of the view that this rental, it's going to be a giant A-frame split down the middle with 2 units on each side, and there's a stream right below, which you'll hear. You maybe can hear it. And there's some old homesteading cabins that were built originally here from the homesteaders probably 100 years ago or more. And they're still here, so they can view those. And it's just the mountains all around, and we're surrounded. And, well, just stay for the journey. Okay, here's the A-frame cabin. We started the footers yesterday. They got dug out. Wednesday, the concrete truck's supposed to come and pour, which we're expecting 70 to 80% chance of rain here. So they'll probably be able to get here, but not all the way up top where the shed is going to go. We have a Kwanzaa hut that we want to put up before we even do our house pad, because we just have tons of stuff to put in there, and that'll help us have our tools closer. We live 5 minutes down the road in a house we bought, and we just fixed that up. I'll show you a video on that. It's really cute. So what we're doing today is putting in the silt fence, and let's just look at this pretty view. And you can see here in the corner is that cabin I mentioned, that old cabin the homesteaders had, and there's another one up there. You can't really see it, but in the winter you will, because all the leaves will be gone. So today we're putting the silt fence in because that's code. You have to have that in when you start doing all this work. We're a little behind, so we're going to get that done today. Putting a silt fence in is a no-brainer. It's just, here in our mountain, we have tons of briars and thorns like that. I mean, look at that. You can see how big that thorn is. Just look at my finger up to it. That's a pretty big thorn, so simple, just putting a silt fence in. Like I said, it's code, so we have to do that. So what we're gonna do today also is you have to have, of course, compact dirt. But this is crazy. They had to do 20 steps down. So we're gonna have to form wire, or the steel forms. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, look at this. It all comes down really steep to this one corner. But today we have gravel up top. So we're gonna bring that down here and fill in the real low spots so they'll pass inspection, hopefully, after we do the silt fence. It's going really fast though. It's super easy. It's not hard. Sure, my husband says it would be faster if you were here helping, right? We're gonna have to come back and cut the branches underneath some places, see where it's not in the ground over there, because it has to be, of course, in the ground to do its purpose, or it's pointless. Fine. That was easy enough. Besides being attacked by hornets, it only took like 15 minutes. No big deal. Easier job that we usually have. So now we're gonna go get the buckets of gravel, drop in here to make sure it passes inspection. But gosh, look at the crazy step downs that had to go here. Let me see if I can get the camera down and you can see a really good viewpoint of it. Let's go down here. Look at that. Wow. Crazy, huh? It's gonna be a lot of rebar. This is one of my welts. Can you see that? It's crazy. It's welting up really fast. Got one here, like 2 here. I think 3 on my back, 1 on my hand, but I swatted him so he didn't get me too good. But oh, and as far as I know, I'm not allergic, but my gosh. Oh wait, there's one here and here. Oh, yeah. Son of bitches. Okay, let me show you our beautiful orchard. Our little mini orchard. We have a lot of deer here on the property, so we had to put these fence up, and they've worked. I mean, yeah, we didn't do the best of job, but so far it's working. The trees look good, they're growing. This is one of our culverts. We had to put 24-inch culverts in many places here, so this is it right here. It's created actually a nice little gentle stream, which will be nice. And that way the water that comes down there can run down and not erode our roads, which has been a big issue. So we've got all kinds of trees. We have apples, pears, and cherry tree, and plums, and what else do we have? Did I say pears? Pears, plums, apples, cherries. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. And over there, where my husband is, it's been a nightmare. That's where he rented before we bought our excavator, we rented one, and a guy that was working up top digging the footers for the Kwanzaa hut. Ew, what is that? Disgusting.
Silt from that.
Silt. Well, anyway, he was showing him how to get down a steep slope and got stuck here and sank. So there was like there's a spring there, which of course, you can see it trickling down. What a mess that was, and it smelled so bad. Let me show you. So keep in mind, this is raw land. I mean, if I would have known prior all the work that would have went into this, I don't think I would have taken this on. But now, oh, there's little fishies. What is all that? Little frogs? Huh. Well, it's made a little pond. So, where the water comes down, but this is where the tractor got stuck, man, and he had to, it was horrible. And we're like, oh crap. Now we're gonna have to pay for this thing we rented. But yeah, we're gonna have to do something with this. Any suggestions? Let me know. Okay, ready for this? I'm gonna take you for a ride. Woo! Up to the top. Let me adjust the camera here. Wow. Power put the power in, it's all underground. So there's a box here, a box on the bottom, box at the top. Now the problem we're having is last time the concrete truck could not get up this turn. It was so wet and nasty, and when Duke Power put the power in, they created some pretty big ruts, so the water wasn't going in the ditch like it should. So we got to figure out how to fix that, because Wednesday, today is Friday, so this Wednesday they're supposed to be coming to try again, and we want to try to get up here to get the Kwanzaa hut poured so we can get it built. We're going to lay the block because it'll save us a couple grand. So we're going to lay the block after they pour the initial footers. But today we also have to figure out how, because it's supposed to rain this whole weekend, pretty bad. So the same thing will happen. They won't be able to get up. At least if they can't get up here, we can use that load of concrete down to the bottom for sure, so we won't waste money. But they have to get up here. We're going to have to get this done, and we got to figure out how to get this road. I mean, we've already spent thousands of dollars on the gravel, and the road gets messed up, it's not draining properly, it really doesn't help. So we'll get it. You can see it's kind of hard doing one hand, so we had to put this big drainage ditch in here. See, tension pond. It's pretty dry right now, but let me tell you, when this gets wet, it's awful. Top of the world. Look at that view, y'all. It's gorgeous. This is our house pad. So hopefully it won't be too bad. We're gonna dig this next after these two are done, and got this big boulder. We're not doing a basement, we're doing a crawl space. And then we're gonna have the first floor and then like a loft area, the really high pitched roof with 2 bedrooms up top. And we're gonna do a lot of work on that. And then right here in this area is the garage. And then here's the Kwanzaa hut. And that's what we're hoping to get the concrete trucks up to be able to pour these footers. It's all ready to go. And it was soft. And up here down the road is our kids bought that land, and they're gonna, well, we bought all this land and they got a parcel from us, and they're gonna build their house up there. So we own all this beautiful, gosh, it's just so gorgeous. And look, the trees are starting to turn colors. So pretty. Oh, that tree has to stay. Look at that beautiful tree. Hopefully that's a small one. There's a few of these that are coming down up here. My dream is so it's a big space pretty much, because the loggers, when they logged the land before we started anything, went straight up that way. So it's a big clearing. So wouldn't it be pretty to plant all like Christmas trees and have like a little Christmas tree farm for the family? Thought that'd be nice. And we're probably gonna put a couple goats. We got to fence off our property and just let them run and keep the vegetation down. Sometimes, you know, we get to the point where I'm just like, F it, let's sell it all. You know, it's just too much trouble. It's like one thing after another. And sometimes we consider selling it, and somebody would get hundreds of thousands of dollars and land work already done if they bought it. But then I look at it like this: we've gotten this far. Do we stop now after putting in all this tears and work? And there's a lot more hard work coming, but we're torn with that sometimes, because also, you know, your money doesn't just last, it runs out, and everybody knows the financial situation right now in the market, and you've got to be careful with that, you know. So we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna keep pushing forward, and it's gonna be beautiful and worth it, in a place our family and grandchildren can enjoy for years to come.